We worked on this data before, right?
Yes, sir.
We worked on this before. Okay. However, I don't think
That was
we. Okay, that was when.
on Tuesday.
Okay, but I don't think we did this anyway, did we?
On the frequency, we didn't do.
What?
No,
We didn't do this.
no. We
What do
didn't
you
do
think?
that.
What? Okay, what do you think this is about? What do you think this? You know this data analytics. So we must learn to
Yes,
observe. We must learn to observe and understand data. So what do you think is happening here? What's this all about? They are the same thing. Both of them are the same.
break down the frequency.
Greater than the frequency, which is to say, what is this 98 about? What does the 98 represent?
That's a total. Um,
Total of all these, right?
total number. Yes.
Of all the
All the
grades. So let's see. If you go right down, you see that that's actually the total here, right? So how can we compute this ordinarily? Then also these grades, can we compute the grade? Did we talk about this? Do we need to talk about it? How these grades are computed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So let's start with this one. Let's start with this. So let's say you can use a function to compute the total number like here now. All these grades. Let's say I want to know the total number. Or let me start with remarks. Let me do for remarks. Okay. So let's say I want to know the number of people that passed and those that failed. Let's say remark. Frequency of the remark. What are the remarks we have? We have past. Okay, just past, not past. Pass. Fail. What do you expect the total to be? What do you expect the total to be? We can use the count if function to accomplish this. Count if. Yeah. Not count. Count is used to count the number of items that contain numbers. Okay. This count if. That is a conditional count statement. Okay.
Okay.
Count if, then the range. We come to the range here. Sorry, here. We are counting this. So you select the entire range. Okay. That's you select right down like this. Select the
How do you select? So how do you select right now? You put your cursor in the front, then when you now press to go to down.
you hold the Control Shift and then the down arrow key. Did you get me? Control
Okay, Control Shift and the down arrow.
down arrow, yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, but there's something you must do here. This these items here, that's the range. That range, you are going to make it to be absolute address. This is what I did. I highlighted it and I pressed F4. That will prefix each of the items with $signs like this. Okay? You understand why we are doing that? In fact, I don't even need to write pass here. What I need to do is just click it.
So automatically you get for every other one.
Yes. Let me do it again. After computing this one, you just point to this profile icon and drag it down.
Yeah.
Drag down. But this one, you have to calculate this one. You click here, click auto sum, press enter. We already know it's 98 now. It's supposed to be 98. Is it clear? Yes. Yes. Is this clear? Not quite.
Almost. At least I need something like you said. You when you get it that $sign, how do you do it? You highlight it and hit what?
Yeah. You highlight it. See, let me do it again. Let me do it again. Or let me just show it to you. You highlight. Let's repeat it. Just watch me. First of all, let me do it without the $sign first of all. Equals. Please let's mute. Count if is asking, see, after the counting function, look at the bracket here. It's asking for range and criteria, right? So what I'm trying to specify right now is the range. Okay. So I click right here. Sorry. I click there. Then I highlight the entire range. Okay. By holding Ctrl Shift down arrow key. Okay, let's just go on without put the dollar sign so you see something. Comma, then I click here, click this pass, right? Close the brackets and press enter. Okay. Okay, it actually works here, but we are just lucky. It's working because we are just lucky for it to work. Okay. You may not understand what I mean, not until, but I want you to see something here. See, if I click this 89 and click in the formula bar, can you see the range that is highlighted? That was the range I highlighted at the beginning, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. But if you come down, if you click on this 9 and click in the formula bar, can you see the range has shifted? Cutting off the pass. And then if you go down, you see it has extended beyond the range here. Do you understand? To avoid that kind of thing, that's why we use the dollar sign. Okay? We call that absolute addressing. When you don't use dollar sign like this, as it is, if you don't use dollar sign, we call this relative addressing. It's a relative address because by the time you move to the next cell, the range will shift. You move to the next cell, the range will shift again, keep shifting, thereby giving you wrong results. Okay? Let's try it here. Here you understand what I mean. By the time we'll do it here. Let's say if I say equals count if I click that, click on A, comma. Sorry. What am I supposed to do? Select the range first, right? Select the range. Comma. Select the range, comma. Then what's supposed to follow? Click on this A. All right. So I want you to observe something. Let's get the auto sum here. Observe something. By the time I finish, what total are we expecting? 98, right? Can you see that this one is wrong? Okay. But if I put the dollar sign, it will be correct. How do I do that? Just highlight the range and press F4 function key. If you don't want to do that, what? What did you say? What was your question, please? This is correct now. Now, if you don't want to use the function key, you can type it manually. Just put dollar sign, before the column letter and dollar sign before the row number, just like that. Okay? Am I communicating? Are we getting it, please? Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay. right, so that's how to do that. So here, you can do it manually. You can just put your $sign, 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 $sign. So that will help you ensure that you are correct, that the answer is correct. Okay. So when you use $signs like this, we call this absolute addressing. What's the effect? That shift doesn't happen. You see the range is selected now. You go to the next cell, it's the same range. You go to the next cell, it's the same range. Why? Because you use the $sign. Okay. Are we there? Hope it's clear to us. Is it clear, please? Understood? Hope I'm still
Yes.
on. Okay. Okay. So that's that. So by doing that, you can just on your own manually create a frequency table like this, or frequency distribution table. Doesn't take much to do that. Very easy. Now, let's see how this was. Let's see how was this accomplished? Pass, fail, and all that. How? Using the if statement. If statement. Okay. So let's see how it works. Just place your cell pointer in the cell there where you want the answer. Type equal to if. Can you see what it's asking for? The first in logical test, value if true, value if false, right? What's the logical test? The logical test is if this figure, you click on the figure there, the score. If the score is less than 50, value if true will be passed or pass. Sorry, no. If it's less than 50, that should be fail, not pass. Otherwise, if it's not less than 50, the answer will be pass. So if you copy that down, you see that anyone that is less than 50 to give it fail. Anyone that is greater than or equals 50 to give it pass. Fail, pass, like that. Okay? That's the formula. If you give a condition, a logical condition, logical test. Logical test means that whatever you put here is going to return true or false. The answer must be true or false. Okay? Like in the case of this 91, 91 is not less than 50. Okay? If it were less than 50, it would have returned fail, but since it's not less than 50, it will return pass. If this condition is true, it returns the first value. If the condition is false, it returns the second value. So that's how that works. Hope that's clear. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now let me give you another example. Then after that, I want you to construct this one for me by yourself. So this time around, I'm going to give you an example with something else. Let's say, for example, you have numbers and you have a type, the type of number, whether it's positive, negative, or zero. Let me say, let me do a round between. I'm trying to generate random numbers now. I want to generate some random numbers. So now, here, I want, if the number is positive, if it's greater than zero, I want to write positive. If it's less than zero, I want it to write negative. If it is zero, I want it to write zero. Okay? So that's what we are trying to accomplish right now.
Please come again, sir.
Yeah, I said these numbers here, if you look at them closely, you see that each of the numbers is either positive, negative, or zero. Is that right? So let's look at them
Yeah.
one by let's look at them one by one. This first one, what is it?
It's positive.
It's a
Positive.
positive number.
The second one, what is it? What type of number?
Negative.
Negative.
This one is what?
Positive.
Zero.
Zero. This one is
Positive.
zero. Zero. Okay. So I want to do that. I want us to do that. Just watch. How do we use an if statement to generate those remarks? We just say if the number, click on the number. If the number is less than zero, what kind of number do you think this one is? Negative.
Negative integer.
Yes. Yes. Otherwise, now this one here, we have three options. So I can't do it the way I did the pass and fail. There's no way we can use that method. Okay. Now, since after this negative, we still have more than one option, which are positive and zero. So we have to use another if statement. Okay. You say if again, you click the same number. If the number is equals zero, I want it to display zero. I want to give zero or write zero. Otherwise, otherwise, I want it to do positive. So you keep repeating, you keep having your if statements. Oh, okay, don't worry. To make it so that to avoid confusion, I can do another if again, if this number is greater than 0, do what? Positive. Then I close the brackets. How many opening brackets do I have?
So
Yes, I have 3 open brackets, so opening brackets. So I have to do 3 closing brackets. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The statement clear? Is it understood? Understood? Hope we understand it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now, can you attempt this grading system? Can you attempt this on your own?
but
Let-
but within the topic we are taking now, what is it? Is it grading?
Which one? This one? This one? No, this is not grading. For grading is when you give assign A, B, C like this. Okay? So what I want you to do now, let me can you attempt this? For grade. Please, if you get disconnected, just come back in. Just rejoin. Okay, so now I want you guys to compute grade here. Let's see. Okay, so I want you to use this method. This is the grading system. If score is 70 and above, that's greater than 70. That's A.